Welcome back, everybody. Well, I'm doing another challenge video, and this is for race cars. Now, I was watching Rat Black's race car challenge video, and I discovered it was Paul Schwoch. Sorry, Paul. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but anyways, I discovered Paul's channel, and he's got a cool channel, so I thought, sure, I'll take up the challenge. And so these are my race cars that I chose for this challenge because I have a lot of them actually. But I thought it'd be cool to show some of these that I wouldn't have known what really to show in what video. So let's start with Mark Martin. Now, Mark Martin was a very successful stock car driver. He was in the Cup Series and he never won a championship, but he came close 5 times. He finished second in the championships that many times. So he was the most successful driver that never won a championship. Let's put it that way. And so this is his Busch Series car. At least when he was driving in that series, that's what it was called. It was just a series below the Cup Series. This is his Ford Thunderbird, sponsored by Winn-Dixie. And it's a very cool diecast to have. So it's nice. It's 1 of 5,000. Here's the box right here. So limited edition. That's how much I paid for it. And on the back, you can see it's number 2023 and 30, 2330. So serial number. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. And so here's the bottom if you need that information. So that's very cool to have. And then let's go to Dale Jr. And this is his car from the Cars movie. So this is very cool. So he shows up at the end to congratulate Lightning McQueen. And so that's pretty sharp. And there's the cars on the back. And that information there. And then there's information on the bottom. So we'll copyright 2007. So that's pretty neat to have. And then, well, let's go to the tins here. Now, sure, these aren't race cars, but they're tins modeled after race cars. So this is, let's see, well, they're collectible tins that contain chocolates in them. So, or whatever kind of treats they were. But I thought that's pretty cool. So I got Dale's car, and then I got Dale Jr.'s car. And yeah, they're not race cars, but they're very cool tins. But this tin, I do have a race car inside. Now, this is a Revell model kit. And I built this a long time ago. This is the BRE Datsun. And so I never built it the way it was supposed to be built out of the box, but I came up with my own paint scheme and my own numbers. And so, you know, I built this back in the 90s, and my modeling skills weren't the best. Well, at least I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I just built it for fun, painted it up. I think I did a decent enough job, but very nicely detailed kit. And I do have another model kit that I found, and I will eventually build that one, do it upright. So overall, I think it turned out pretty good. And under the hood, well, on the front edge, that's a bare metal foil. And it got wrinkled there, but that looks like race car damage maybe, eh? And here's the engine. So very nicely detailed, and it comes with the hoses and wires. So that's very cool. So like I said, the other model kit, I can do it upright this time. But this was just a fun little build. So we'll put that back in the tin. And then let's go to Hot Wheels 100%. Now I have Don the Snake Prudhomme and Tom Mongoose McEwen. Now this is when they got the Hot Wheels sponsorship. So this was a few years after they first started racing together. And so this is the 100% line that came out back in the early 2000s. And very cool cars. Now, they had wires holding down the front end, but when I put them back in, well, they got these cool wheels up stance now. And let's open it up. So very nicely detailed inside. So absolutely love these cars. So beautiful tampo works on them. There you got the tail end. Very beautifully done. Absolutely love them. And this one comes up too. It's nice and blue, and so it's got the blue chassis. So anyways, there you go there. So these are very nice to have. And then snap the case back on. So those are very nice. And then we got another racing version by Hot Wheels, the Speed Machines. And so C6R. I only found one of these, so it's kept in the package. These are what they call the co-mold wheels. So the black plastic tire is pressed onto the custom wheels. And they're still using versions of these now. And actually some of the wheels are used in the premium series with rubber tires on them. And there's the copyright there, 2009. There's the other cars that were available. And some of those cars are worth a lot of money now. Of course, I love Corvettes, so I had to get this one. And then we moved to a pit crew. Now, Hot Wheels Racing, they were producing some NASCAR stuff. And this, I traded some worn out red lines for it. And it looks like a, early version of a Zamac maybe? I don't know, but it's very cool to have. Then you got the tool cart there. And here's the back of the package. Copyright 99. Just more there. So that's very cool to have. And then we got Snickers. Now I found this used, and we'll look at the copyright on the back. It's copyright 91. Now I found it probably in 96 or 97. And it's actually pretty cool. So of course it's got the fun size bars inside. And I've actually slipped the plastic off. So this was like 5 years after it came out, and I tried one of the chocolates, and it's a little stale, but I still got a bunch in there. So that's kind of cool. The car itself isn't all that highly detailed, but it's pretty cool. The box anyways, the package. And then you got these cutouts so you can cut them out and put them next to the car. So that's kind of cool. But it's a fun little piece to have. Still in pretty decent shape. So we'll slide that one back over there. And then let's go to Burago. Now the Volkswagen new Beetle Cup. Yes, they actually raced these. There's that information on the bottom. And this is actually the Italian-made versions. I'll show you the chassis there. So made in Italy. So very nice. So they were doing a very nice job. Now these are stickers on there. But overall, very cool. So made in Italy. Of course, no roll cage, but that's okay. There is a racing interior. And I have a second one here. So that's pretty cool. They were calling them Street Fire at the time. So of course there's no dates on these, so I can't tell you when it's from. But made in Italy, so that's pretty cool. And then of course Hot Wheels came out with a version. And this is pretty sharp too. Now let's see, there's a little switch here, but it's hard to do it with one hand. So here, just take a look at one of those here, and I'll pull this off. And so like the Mini that they put out, the body comes off, so that's really neat. And then, well, if you lose the body, then you still have a little plastic race car here. so that's kind of cool. And let's see, you can put it back on and snap it into place. So there you go. So that's copyright 2001. So I think it's actually new for 2001 or 2002, whatever. But there's that one. So it's cool to have two versions of the Beetle Cup. Now, Paul said cars, but I thought I'd show you some race trucks here. So Jeff Gordon actually raced in the first year. And the first year was 95. So this is a premier edition of the Premier Truck Series. Now, Mike Skinner actually drove the number 3. Dale, I don't believe ever drove the Good Ranch truck. But Mike Skinner was quite successful in the first year. And he actually won the championship and several races. So there's the races that were available and the channels that they were on. So this is pretty cool. So it's nice to have that. And I've got a few other trucks, but I'll show you some. So this next year, Jack Sprague drove the number 24. And that's pretty cool. And then I have Brad Keselowski's dad's truck here. So Bob Keselowski. So I'm very happy to have this one. And then of course 96 races. And so I actually got it from Toys R Us. And then, well, I just got a couple of the Corvettes I haven't put away yet from my Corvette video. So there you go, my race cars, race trucks. I hope you enjoy these. And please check out the other challenge videos. If you check out the comments, I'm sure some of those channels will comment on my video and you can check out their videos. So thanks again. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one.